Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and with Split 2 of Season 15 there have been some curveballs thrown at us. We were supposed to be on Olympus, but they are having some issues with it, so now we're on World's Edge, and some people might be wondering what are the best team comps to run on World's Edge. Well, don't worry because I've got you covered, so we're going to be breaking down the 3 best team comps that you're going to be wanting to run. But while the team comps are very important and it's a huge part to being able to climb in this split, there are so many other things that go into Apex, and if you want to be an absolute master at every single one of those aspects, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. The GameLeap website is hands down the best place to grow as a player. There's legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and so much more, all made from top players that are site exclusive. You will not find them anywhere else. So if you're really looking to get better at Apex, click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. Now I do want to clear one thing up just very quickly. We are supposed to be on Olympus, but we're on World's Edge right now. They are fixing Olympus so that we don't get UI crashes on that map, and as soon as that's fixed, they have said that they're going back to Olympus. So if Olympus does come back out, we will be doing a video updating that for the best team comps on Olympus, but for now, let's talk about World's Edge. Now there's 3 different types of team comps that you want to be running. There's one for Edge, one for Zone, and one for Hybrid. So let's kick things off with everyone's favorite, which is Edge, because this is the aggressive people. These are the ones that want to go for kills. These are the ones that want to not care about the ring. They don't want to read the zone. They just want to fight. And for this, you're going to be looking to pick up Horizon, Seer, and Valkyrie. Now Horizon is a very straightforward legend. She is very good right now. They have done a couple fixes for her, so she's still back in a good spot. Her gravity lift is fantastic for getting height in certain fights, getting different angles, being able to push certain things, or even just getting out if you need to. But on top of that, she's got one of the strongest ultimates in the game, and one black hole with a couple grenades can end a fight extremely quickly. And on World's Edge, you need to be ending fights as fast as you possibly can because you do not want to get third-partied. The meta right now is all about finding people that are already fighting and trying to clean up their fights. So with Horizon, you can just throw your gravity lift, throw a black hole, throw a couple grenades, and bam, the fight's over. Very good for aggressive style play, but when you want to be aggressive, you also want to know where the enemy team is, and that is why you're picking up Seer. Seer is still ridiculously strong in the meta. He's very good. He can cancel heals, he can have his scan outs, and he can know if somebody's ratting, and he has an ultimate that gives you free unbannable wall hacks in a certain area for the entire fight. This is such a strong tool to have, especially if you want to be an aggressive team, because you can just throw this down, see where the enemy is, know where you have to push, know where they are, and it's just ridiculously good. A lot of people are really upset with how good Seer is and how long he's been good, so I do expect some nerfs to be coming in the future, but until then, just throw him in your team comp, abuse him, and win. And the last legend that I have going into this team comp is going to be Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie has been hit hard with a couple nerfs, but she is still in a very strong spot and she's still a very good asset to have on your team. And the reason that I have her on this team comp is because you don't want to have to worry about the ring forcing you to do something you don't want to do. The round 1 ring moves in very quickly, and if you get into a fight that gets a little bit extended, you might be in some trouble, especially if you run into a gatekeeping team. But with Valkyrie, you can use her ultimate, not have to worry about jump towers, not have to worry about gatekeepers, and just be able to fly into zone perfectly fine. She's also really good towards endgame because if you're being an edge team and you don't want to have to get to a spot early, you can just Valk ult, fly around a little bit, see what's free, and land there. Her passive is really good at that because you can scan as you're flying around. You don't really have to rely on your eyesight all that much, and you can find a really good spot in zone no matter what happens. But remember, this team comp is all about fighting, and if you're not getting as many kills as you possibly can, then you might want to be looking towards a zone team. Now for zone teams, these are the guys that don't want to be fighting constantly. You're foregoing a couple kill points to get a lot more placement points and potentially win a lot more games. This is technically the more consistent playstyle because you're not rolling the dice and hoping to get a lot of kills. But if you don't get some kills and then you also don't win the game, you can lose a bunch of points as well. But for this team, you're going to be wanting to pick up Caustic, Wraith, and Crypto. Hear me out on this one. Now, Caustic is the strongest defensive character in the game right now. His gas barrels are still ridiculously strong. I don't care that you can shoot them and break them. That's not really a downfall of Caustic because you are using so many bullets and so much time to break the gas barrels, and he can just place a new one down. Caustic makes buildings extremely hard to push, and he's also really good at holding open areas. So if something pulls towards, say, Overlook and you're not able to get into a building, you are still able to hold a ton of real estate with Caustic. His ultimate is also really good if you can get him into those final circles because it just blankets the entire area. People can't see, people can't move, and there are just free kills for you. Caustic is the go-to defensive legend. I guess you could put Watson in here, but Caustic is really the one to go for. Now next up we have Wraith, and a lot of people are going to be saying, well, Wraith is really bad in the meta right now, and no, she's not. People just don't use her for what she's supposed to do. Wraith has been such a go-to pick for a lot of people for such a long time because she can do what no other legends can do. She can play extremely aggressively but still have the ability ability to get out if the fight goes south. You just use your phase, run back to your team, and you're perfectly fine. So Wraith can allow your team to split hold buildings or just hold a ton of real estate and not have to worry about it. On top of that, she has one amazing feature that zone teams really like. She has her portals, which allow you to portal dance or even get to a new building or spot in zone if it doesn't pull to you. If you pair Wraith with Caustic and you have your Wraith portal dancing and stalling out for as long as possible while Caustic just throws his gas down, it's pretty much a guaranteed win if you do it properly. These two paired together are just stupidly strong because Wraith stalls the fight out forever and Caustic just does so much passive damage. And pulling this team all together, you have Crypto. And I know a lot of people are going to be saying Crypto is a very bad legend, but no, trust me, he is strong. The only reason people don't think Crypto is a strong legend is because right now the meta does not favor him. He's not ridiculously strong because a lot of people just want to fight and he doesn't want to fight. What he wants to do is find out where the zone is going, go to a building, set up, and then wait for endgame, where his EMP can hit 3 to 4 teams all at the same time, cause a bunch of havoc, make people panic, and allow your team to clean everybody up, especially if you have a Caustic with a bunch of gas down. He can wombo combo so effectively because say the other team has a Gibraltar, they throw their bubble down, they think they're safe. Nope, sorry, EMP, bubbles down, you're getting hit by Caustic gas. Crypto's another one of the people that can do what no other legend can do, and they can hit beacons remotely. So you don't have to land on a beacon building or try to hold a beacon building. If you don't think it's going to pull there, then you could just go near it and get the scan from it anyway. Trust me when I say that this zone team and an endgame situation is just absolutely bonkers. But what if you're the type of people that have no idea what you want to do? What if you want to play zone, but you also don't mind playing aggressively? You just kind of go with the flow. Well, for that, you're going to be looking for a hybrid team, a team that can easily morph into whatever you need them to do. And for this, you're going to be taking a look at Newcastle, Bloodhound, and Ashe. Now, Newcastle is basically Gibraltar 2.0. He's ridiculously strong, but right now he's super slept on. Actually, at the time of writing this script, he has the lowest pick rate across the board. Not only do people not play him, but people also don't know how to play against him. When a good Newcastle is able to use all of his cover effectively, people start to panic. They don't know what to do. This allows you to get so many free kills when you shouldn't be able to get them. And once you're actually able to play around your tactical shield, you can use that sort of as a smaller bubble to dip in and out of, maybe get some shotgun kills, and just be a good offensive legend as well as being a good defensive legend. But like I said, when talking about the edge team, you want to know where people are in a fight, and that's why you have Bloodhound here. Now, I know I talked about how strong Seer is, but Bloodhound right now is also in a good spot in the meta. And the reason that they are good in the hybrid team is because they're also really strong at playing zone. They still are able to scan beacons. They are still able to really hold buildings because you can just scan people out, figure out where they're going to be pushing you from, and be set up perfectly fine. Bloodhound's ultimate is also a very strong tool as well. You can scan faster, you have a lot more movement speed. You're just an absolute untouchable beast in Bloodhound ult, and it is very scary to hear that ultimate go off in a fight. And the last legend that I have in this team comp is Ashe. Now, Ashe is another one of these super slept on legends in the meta right now. I absolutely love Ashe for one main reason, and that is her passive. Being able to see where all the teams are fighting on the map is a very strong tool that not a lot of people utilize. You can see where the hot zones are, you can see where teams are constantly dying, and if you don't want to go there, you can avoid it, or you can try to third party it. You know exactly where you need to go and where you need to position yourself in order to be a third party machine. And then you have Bloodhound to scan the people out as you approach, and you have Newcastle to throw down some ultimates and give you cover if it goes south. This team can do it all if you need them to, and they are very strong at it. But let me know what team comp you're running in the comments down below, and if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming, and I will see you guys in the next one.